Do you find yourself overgiving, people pleasing, putting yourself last, letting your self-care fall by the wayside when things get a little bit difficult? These are pretty clear signs that you may be having difficulty with feeling your own worth and with really inhabiting your inherent value. We live in a pretty transactional society, and most of us are used to having to prove our value. My value is based on my output, in essence. But the reality is that has nothing to do with what makes you valuable. You are inherently valuable as a member of your family, your lineage, as a member of the human race, as a living being. You have an inherent divine value that cannot be diminished by anything whatsoever. How are you experiencing that value? The reality is often being able to experience it comes from doing less for others, not more. Saying no far more often than you say yes. Carefully and deliberately cultivating the space around you so that it is enriching you first, and then it is from your overflow and only that you give to others. Does that sound completely opposite from what you've been doing? For a lot of us, it is. I used to be a chronic overgiver and people pleaser, and it was really destructive to me. I found myself burnt out, resentful, stressed, and my relationships were very unhealthy as a result. Feeling your own value is a skill that you can learn. Self-worth is an understanding you can develop. And if you're feeling challenged with that, I want to ask you to start by just getting really comfortable with the word no. And with one other concept, which is stopping at your 70%. If you get to a point where you're already tired, exhausted, resentful, you've gone way too far, you're way past your 100%. Instead, you need to think, I'm always going to retain some of my chi, some of my energy for myself, so that I always have enough. And in order to do that, that means I have to stop before I'm tired, before I overgive, somewhere around that 70% mark. So I'd like to ask you to consider that as you move forward in the coming days, looking at your relationships and evaluating the state of worth that you feel. Am I giving when I should be taking care of myself? Am I letting the things that matter most to me slide in order to handle things for other people? If you're answering yes to this, this is a clear area of opportunity that can have expansive impact on your wellness in the long term. I hope this has been helpful. Be gentle with yourselves, okay?